I was San Francisco Living Wage Coalition, and I'm standing in front of Senator Dianne Feinstein's office right at the corner of Coast and Market Street. The reason why we're here today is because right around the corner, they're having a rally. It's organized by a few community organizations in the city. As you may be aware of, the stimulus package was passed last year to provide jobs. Basically, the government gave money to states to provide temporary jobs for people. We're going through this economic crisis at the moment, and a lot of people are unemployed. However, by the 30th, this stimulus package is set to expire. So what we're here today is to demand that Senator Feinstein address Congress and push for an extension. Otherwise, without this extension, a lot of families in the city will no longer have the means to provide for their family. So today, we're just going to listen to a few speakers and interview participants and let them tell you their stories.
Baby mama, take the kids and lock her up, lock her up, lock her up, take the kids and lock her up, super baby mama, we're queens, super baby mamas. This home is in honor of homeless mothers and poor mothers, no-wage mothers and no-wage mothers, welfare mothers and free-job working mothers, immigrant mothers and incarcerated mothers. In other words, this home is in honor of INS-led, DPS-led, and CPS-led, and it's also called System S-led mothers. Welfare queens, super baby mamas.
I am Danisha Floyd of the San Francisco Living Wage Coalition, and this is Friday of Progressive Workers Alliance. We're going to be the MCs for the community tribunal to bring forward the voices and faces of the economic crisis. Thank you, Danisha. So today, over 120 cities across the United States are having this action today, calling for full and fair employment. So first up, our first speaker today Progressive Workers Alliance is a new alliance that represents workers, low-wage workers across the city of San Francisco. So first, we have Alan from CBA, Chinese Progressive Association. We also have Julio from Power. We also have Amparo from Young Workers United. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Amparo Piña. Yo vengo representando a los Estados Unidos, Jóvenes Trabajadores Unidos. Estamos aquí porque estamos pasando por una crisis de trabajo en todo el país, está muy difícil. So hi, good afternoon. My name is Amparo Piña, and I'm a member of Young Workers United. We are here because we're in the middle of a crisis, and it's very difficult across the country. Yo soy un ejemplo de actualmente estoy desempleada, estoy buscando desde hace 9 meses trabajo. Cuido a un niño que es hijo de una amiga. So I'm an example of an unemployed person. I've been looking for work for 9 months. Right now I've just been watching a friend of mine's child. Soy estudiante de Sept College. Actualmente estamos un grupo de estudiantes y maestros motivándonos a prepararnos más en el idioma, tomar más clases para tener un mejor empleo. So I'm a student at the City College, and we're a group of students and teachers. We're trying to motivate ourselves to learn more English and get prepared for jobs.
Más recio.
En parte para responder a estos tiempos difíciles, formamos una alianza de jóvenes, trabajadores de bajos ingresos. So, as a way to respond to this crisis, we come together as young workers. A través de la ciudad somos una alianza de trabajadores progresistas. So, from across the city, we're young workers. Representamos trabajadores jóvenes inmigrantes de diferentes razas. We represent workers, immigrant workers from different races and cultures. Estamos buscando actualmente una solución justos. And we are Progressive Workers Alliance. We're looking for a solution together, a just solution to this problem. Hoy pedimos que aprueben la ley local Jobs for American Act. So today we ask that they pass the local Jobs for America Act. Que crían los trabajadores, necesitamos aquí a través del país, necesitamos trabajo de justicia ahora. So this will create jobs for across the country. We need jobs with justice now. So I'm part of Welfare Queens, the co-founder of Family Project at Fair Magazine. I'm also the Parent Voices, so I advocate for child care, health care. I advocate for the well-being of a healthy community. And earlier you saw us do a little bit of theater right here on the street. And there's a piece that I wrote years ago that I wanted to share before I go into talking a little bit about the job crisis, the child care crisis, the housing crisis, because it's all connected. This is called The Lioness. The Lioness. She hunts to feed her family. She defends her cubs by any means. And she roars out of rage at the unintended cycle of life. She is strengthened by the sun. She is queen of the jungle. Hear her roar! So, it's very important that Diana Feinstein signs this. We need her support. The lionesses need her support. So I'm going to break a little bit down about some things from this article that was looked at. It was written in October 18, 2007. And Joanna, who used to help at Poor Magazine with Family Project, I had her read this article, and I was coming across her reflection yesterday, and there's some points in here that I want to share because they're very relevant today. The Western psychology of individuation does not see family and extended family as an integral part of life. Okay? Western psychology is about individuation. So when someone doesn't do things in support of their families, they're not seeing us as their extended family. Diana Feinstein, I'm your extended family. The lack of respect and support for childcare and childcare workers hurts everyone. But most of all, people who are doing the work and the people who cannot afford childcare are forced to have many jobs outside the home. Respect and support for childcare is truly a public health issue and a matter of urgent and important need in this country. The lack of this respect and support is representative of the criminalization of poor communities and communities of color who are doing this work of raising their children and other people's children. The institutionalized structure of denying our young children and young people with quality care and education leads to many issues that ultimately can mean life or death for young people and for the communities we live in. So, the lioness, okay? Diana Feinstein, every child and every family, when you take public office, I am automatically, politically, you have a right to your extended family. By signing that bill, you are making sure that my family and that the children are getting cared for. Thank you. Okay, and I'm sorry that Pastor Ellis wasn't able to make it, but on his behalf, we have Deshaun Dixon of Brothers for Change.
Hello, thank you. Hi, my name is Deshaun, and and I wanted to tell you guys a little about Brothers for Change, but like this program, like you know how they say it ends September 30th, and like the whole organization gets shut down September 30th if we're not able to and what we do is like help out like families. What we do is help families. Every Wednesday we have a food bank over in the Fillmore community. We help out like give families food who need it. We're just all about changing the community and changing ourselves.
My name is Akasha, and I'm a senior at San Francisco State University. Do we have the CSU in the house? As a member and facilitator of Students for Quality Education at San Francisco State, I feel it is important to draw attention to the reality of this job crisis. It's not okay that 62% of students now are graduating with massive loans just for a bachelor's degree. It's not okay that the tuition to the CSU has increased 196% just since 2002. And last year, 40,000 qualified students were denied access to the California State University system due to these budget cuts. If and when students graduate, what do we have to look forward to? With the unemployment rate hovering around 10% and increasing student debt, the future for California students is looking pretty bleak. The jobs crisis and the budget crisis, these are all interconnected issues, and it's important that we continue to draw connections between these matters of social justice. We can see in the faces of our neighbors and our friends that this crisis is very real. And supporting this legislation is supporting a healthy future for the state of California. Thank you.
Thank you. So next we have Alan Disher of AFT 2121 and also Veronica from Mujeres Unidas y Activas and the Domestic Workers Alliance.
Hi everybody. I'm Alan Fisher. I'm with the American Federation of Teachers, Local 2121 at City College of San Francisco. And we totally are in support of this demonstration. We also, one of our obligations is to prepare young people and for the workforce. But if there are no jobs out there, then what are we doing? There has to be jobs. This is a huge economy. There's so much wealth in this state of California. There's no rationale for not putting people to work. And when we talk about jobs, we are talking about jobs with adequate pay and benefits. We're talking about jobs that are beneficial to the health of our society. So we need to demand from Senators Feinstein and Boxer and from Congress and from President Obama that they use their power to build our country, to sustain our society by creating jobs for people. So I congratulate everyone that's here today, and I say we have to come back again and bring more people to these gatherings and get stronger. We need to demand that the resources of our society that are being wasted on wars that are counterproductive and immoral, that we have to redirect that funding, that military funding that's being wasted, and redirect it for jobs that benefit society, that repair the rotting infrastructure of our society. So thank you everybody for being here. Let's come back, but with 10 times as many people next time. Thanks.
I'm a resident here in San Francisco of the Bayview community, and right now I'm out here to talk to people and raise your awareness a little bit about some of the main situations of why we need more job employment and job creation here in the Bayview as well as around the country. I myself and I've been fortunate enough to find work. However, previous to that, I was unemployed for about 3 years. Most of my friends are unemployed right now, as well as a lot of my family members. So one of the things I wanted to bring to people's attention across the nation is basically how people are picked for the jobs, such as using area code against them. Myself and many of my friends have been a victim of this unfair practice where they use your area code to decide whether or not they should hire you. So depending on whether or not you come from a overlooked or underprivileged neighborhood, they will overlook you and decide not to hire you. So I just want to bring this to everyone's attention and say that we need to support this act ASAP and get jobs out there for the people. So, thank you.
Thank you, Progressive Workers Alliance. Our next speakers will highlight the impact of economic crisis on working parents, especially those who are struggling to transition off of welfare, support their families, and become self-efficient. I'd like to introduce members of the San Francisco Living Wage Coalition, Pastor Eris Anthony with Brothers for Change, and also June Grove with Parents, Voices, and Ford Magazine. Hi, my name is Mariana Vargas, and I'm a single hard-working mother of one 11-month-old boy, and I need this program extended so I can work a year experience to get us unsubsidized employment. Hi, my name is Yesenia Pérez. I'm a single mother, and like you said, I got 3 kids right here with me, and I need this program to keep feeding my kids. Thank you. My name is Jaquan Burton. I'm a mom of 2-year-old boys, and I need this job. Well, the temporary emergency fund to get extended so that it can make the economy healthier. Hi, my name is Tatiana Hernandez. I'm from San Francisco English College, and I'm a single mother of 2 children, and I do this job to support my kids. So I need more jobs to get experience. Thanks.
As you can see, it's still going on, but we like to talk about the issues that he brought up because they're important to talk about. My name is Julia, and I'm with the community organization here in San Francisco called Power, and I'm a resident of the city, and I stay in the Hunters Point Baby District. And basically what I would like to bring to people's attention today is basically the need for more jobs here in San Francisco and all over the country, as well as fair job practices such as hiring and fair sex practices, you know. So basically one of the things that I want to talk about as well is the way that the corporations and a lot of other businesses here in San Francisco base the way that they want to hire people. And so one of the ways they do that is when you go to fill out the job application, when you have to write down what zip code you're from, they actually will put that as one of the deciding factors of whether or not they should hire you. And so that leads on to racism. Therefore, because people will know that because of your zip code, it may be a neighborhood where there's a lot of colored people or poor people, and they use that as a way to discriminate against your rights as a working class citizen here in this country. That's interesting. And what would you recommend people, especially youth today, to do, to remedy or at least offset that situation?
Well, if you personally have an encounter with this, I'd say report it or bring it to a community organization that you may know of, or someone like that, maybe even a journalist, just to expose these unfair practices. Because the more people know about it, then the more the word is going to get out, and then things can change. But if nobody knows about it, then there is going to be no change.
And we're here with
magazine.
More magazine. Okay. So what are your thoughts on today's event?
Well, I think it went pretty well, even though, we're not sure what's going to come after the event. We saw a lot of people speaking out against the injustices of removing programs like CalWorks and Jobs Now. So a lot of people are going to lose their ability to work or even get some sort of training. And we're here to declare for Feinstein and any other senators up there who just sit back in their offices. They just sign a little paper without thinking about the consequences. Once we take jobs away from all these families and people that desperately need it, you're going to create chaos within your own community. You won't be able to see it because we actually clean out this area. We don't want people, in the street living homeless, as you call them, but they're actually houses because of people like you that sign these kind of documents without consciously thinking about how humans are going to be affected by it, from the most poorest person to a middle class, So I'm here just to show my support as an artist, activist, and just a person that's a human and concerned about my fellow people that are less fortunate than me. I'm here to stand against all these easy document signings. So I hope everyone else looks it up and asks the governors to bring back and extend the CalWorks program because it's desperately needed.
I forgot to ask you, what is
Core Magazine is a non-profit independent organization that has schools. We provide food, childcare, and training in computer basics, revolutionary way of writing articles, and it's all Spanish and English, so it's translated. And I'm there doing most of the time the technical help and translating, as well as any art. I'm actually a fine artist and I graduated from the Academy of Arts, which is right down the street. So I've been devoting my talent or my experience to help these people out because nobody seems to care about them. So that's what we do. Thanks.
It's a quote from the first president of the American Federation of Labor, and when he was asked, what does labor want? He said, we want more schoolhouses and less jails, more books and less arsenals, more learning and less vice, like greed. We need more leisure and less greed, more justice and less revenge. In fact, more of the opportunities to cultivate our better natures. I'm here with you, brothers and sisters, because labor also wants jobs. Because without jobs, it will be much harder to cultivate our better natures. We need jobs that will provide sustenance for our families and the means to strengthen our communities. Thank you.
So I'm glad that we have a representative from Feinstein's office, Senator Feinstein's office. And we're in the middle of the financial district. We're in front of her office. And if I'm going to quote from a labor song, an old labor song that says, whose side are you on? You remember that song, for those of you old-timers? Whose side are you on? We're asking Feinstein and Boxer. Are you on the side of Wall Street that caused all of this recession to happen? You hear that, brother? I'm a United Methodist minister, but I'm not going to preach long. Are you on the side of those who live in excess or those who are in need? That's a good question. We people of faith, we just ask the hard questions, but she has to seek in her heart the right answer. Are you on the side of those who hoard all the resources of society to themselves, or are you on the side of those people who are in need? Are you on the side of people people who are comfy in their big mansions? Are you on the side of people who are trying to just make it for this day, for dinner tonight on their table?
Hi, I'm here with Yesenia. Yesenia and I know each other because we work together at the South Korean Wind Coalition. Well, she works, I really just hang around there. So, tell us about your experience at the South Korean Wind Coalition.
Well, hi, my name is Yesenia, and I'm a single mother with 3 kids. Like, you know, my kids are here with me right now. It's hard, and I'm glad that I went to the community class. And it helped me a lot to gain experience. And now it's hard because they want to cut it on September 30. And now I'm not gonna have no job no more. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with 3 kids, and I have to pay rent, bills, so I need my job.
Right. And so that's one of your concerns, obviously.
Let me see.
What experiences have you, what kind of jobs have you received at South Korea?
You know, it's the first time that always my job is customer service, and in the beginning I didn't want to take this job because it's community organizer, and after I start working in living wages, it helped me a lot and learn a lot of what's going on in real life, jobs, and you know, it's hard because this is the real life. There are no jobs, they're showing on the TV, there's just it's good, like, now I can talk to people for making, telling the truth, what's going on, what's real, what's not, you know, and
So it's giving you confidence. It's giving you would I be correct if I say that it's giving you a sense of confidence in yourself?
yes,
Sense of self-worth?
yes.
So it makes sense on a humanistic level to continue funding this program.
Yes, we need these programs.
I mean, otherwise,
It's not only me, we're like a lot of single moms that we need this program. We need it, like, we work and they send us Monday to school, and I need the computer training because they're teaching me how to use a computer, you know, and it give me like a lot of experience, work and school.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Last one. Where's Solomon? Right behind you. Solomon. Sorry. Sit down.
Where's that again?
Everybody. Come on. Do this. All the notices. Make this challenge. All right. Wait. Pedestrians passing through. Dogs now?
Oh, because they're transporting people. I don't know. My club members. They would be. It's my real turn. So the penalty. We're going to be doing line.
Bienvenidos a todos! Welcome everybody! We are here today to feed our children. We are working mamas. We are youth of color. We are poor people, gente pobre, and all we're trying to do is keep our jobs. We're going to start the welfare queens, that's small W, capital Q, with our children here in front of Diane Feinstein's office, because we know that she will listen and care about feeding and caring for children. So we brought our children out here today to feed them on the street. If in fact we aren't able to keep our jobs, we will be feeding our children on the street. And we need to keep our jobs. Community job program is one of the only ways that us poor mamas are able to keep working, and it needs to be extended. We have our youth scholars from Poor Magazine. Give them a big round of applause. They're revolutionary children caught up in the struggle with our mamas, all of us trying to keep working. And so we're going to start by feeding our children, and then a short performance by the welfare queens, that's small W, capital Q, resisting the criminalization and lies told about poor mothers, poor families in this country. So let's begin. Estamos aquí.